allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming. It's great to have a board. Everybody shows up. Wow. Old business is none, new business is none. Minutes, I just read through them. They're fairly short. Have enough people read it that we can agree to
Yep.
approve them?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Panel police report. Anything you want to tell us about?
I'll just go with summary review.
Okay.
There were 6 abandoned 911 calls. 3 accidents with no personal injury and 1 accident with personal injury, but I don't have any information on that. 2 aided cases, 14 burglary alarms. I don't know how many were false. I mean, I suppose I could look it up. 5 alarm car went offside, 7 fire alarms. I don't know how many of those were false.
You can't tell when those reports.
Yeah, they made the
That's the
reports
problem.
different, so now you can't tell, you used to be able to tell, yeah.
So does that include wingspan?
No, just
So,
just
There was
yeah,
only one
yeah.
fire wingspan.
And then, a panic alarm, 1 panic alarm, 2 ambulance calls, 4 V&T arrests. I don't know where they were. 11 burglary COMM prior. I don't know what that means.
On total this timeline, they actually have a summary, not that summary.
And let's see, 1 check welfare, 1 disabled vehicle. 5 reckless drivers. 2 suspicious incidents. 1 suspicious vehicle, 1 traffic hazard, 91 traffic stops. Well, that's up from 60 in October and 80 in September.
Wow,
Yeah, 91.
cool. Okay.
And I mean,
Well, that includes Thanksgiving and everything too.
yeah, that's true. Gotta get them holiday people.
Hey,
We have a new officer.
Not new, David DeLong was here before he had a serious accident and he's
Now he's
back on
back.
the force, yeah. So David came in about 3 weeks ago on schedule.
thank you, Charlie. Let's see, because of an irregularity in the calendar, Marina Gans did not get in to be signed in, sworn in for AHRD within a certain number of days, and so I have to officially reappoint her so she can come back within a certain number of days and be sworn in.
You have to be
How
sworn
many
in
days?
30 days.
Oh.
And she wasn't out here and didn't show up. And so when she did show up on November 25th, I swore her in. So that's why this resolution is retro to November
It
25th.
has to be in person. Keep going. There you go. Up.
Okay, so I make a motion to appoint Marina Gans to the as an alternate to the AHRB for a 1-year term expiring in July of 2025.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, we had a request for a menorah to be placed on public property. I'll make a motion to approve that installation.
I do have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it public property?
Yeah,
Okay.
the cemetery.
What's private there?
The gate,
The-
the
this-
fence.
Pretty much the fence is the
gated-
line.
Yes,
Yeah.
the cemetery, yeah.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah, for some reason, I know we looked at that before, and it's almost exactly on the fence as the cemetery system. So, yeah,
If somebody asks me, I know the answer.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I always assumed the whole thing was part of the cemetery, but I'm absolutely,
Bob Smith showed me the, when we were doing repave on Sac Main Street in
Right.
the surveys. And I was like, oh, didn't realize that was ours.
hey,
So.
So it's just the fence there in all the way
It's the
around.
pretty much, yeah, very close.
And who owns?
The cemetery.
The cemetery.
Yeah, and then we own the village owns
The verge.
Yes.
Right.
As
What's
I
his
call
name
it,
would
it's
say?
Village Green.
Village Green.
And the cemetery is a trust, right?
It's the cemetery association,
Yeah,
whatever it
I
is,
know
set
what- I
up
know
as.
what that is exactly, but they have a board of directors, so it's,
Jeff White.
yeah.
Mhm.
And Harry's the,
I don't know what Harry is.
Harry's-
They have
Harry's
to be an association, or they have to be owned by the
Oh,
town or state.
Correct. So,
And so I don't think it's
abandoned
really-
cemeteries go to the town,
no,
under not profit corporation law, the cemetery chapter.
what's his name?
We don't have any jurisdiction over it.
Right.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the placement of the menorah on public property. Have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? And I guess an announcement, this holiday caroling on December 21st, 5 p.m. At that place. And also, I think there's a ceremony for the menorah placement for first lighting on the 29th at 4:45.
Yes, that is
That's
correct.
my recollection.
Yes, and I sent the emails out yesterday to all the
Everybody
email people that
Did you
have.
say 4:45?
I think so.
I think they said 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Oh, was
Because
it?
ours
Oh,
is 3.
No,
No,
ours
I'm
is
sorry,
5.
ours is 5, theirs is 4:30.
4:30, right.
Yes, sorry.
I was splitting the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Village website, was there, did you want that on there?
Well, I did, I just want to let you know that Mark and I Mark did get some proposals from
We,
different organizations. I went and chatted with and sent emails out to all the villages to find out how they like their, how easy it is, because on my side of it, I need to be able to put the documents up and, not get a headache every time we have to do something on it. So we will start working with them, but again, what was that, the one that we wanted, the Proud City? It was like 6 or 10,
no, it was between 4 and 5. to
4
put
and
it
5,
up.
okay,
And that was, we actually wanted the Civic Plus,
right,
but Pratt City.
okay,
doesn't-
yes, I'm sorry.
Pratt City
I don't-
doesn't do the
I don't have
outgo. I can, if anyone really cares about the details of what is good and bad with each of those, I'm happy to go through that with them.
Which is what Mark and I are gonna sit down and do, because
Yeah.
that's the details that I need from my staff to find out
Yeah.
what's good, what's bad, how do we handle this, how do we handle that, and it's probably gonna be, a meeting with them, but, so, stay
Yeah.
tuned.
So what's the timing? What would be the timing?
Well,
Next budget.
it would be in for
Next
the next
budget.
budget, so the
Okay.
next budget starts June, but I don't know how much lead time they need in order to create it and then move all the
Got
data over from our current,
Yeah, I'd be
website.
very curious to see the positives and negatives work, so.
I'll leave it up to you
I was
guys.
going to, I sent you the, so the
Yep.
webinars and all that.
I like it.
Did you go through those? Or do you want to, all right, you should sit with me. I'm happy.
And if anybody wants to look at, say, what, North Haven, Southampton Village,
Any of them, East
Any of
Hampton.
yeah, any of them are
Any of the
using
villages.
variations of
Yep.
these, yeah. And I know I clicked on stuff that you said before and they look great. Not criticizing what you have, but it's much
It's a
easier
different
to find
platform.
stuff.
It's a
I mean,
different
ours is
platform,
kind of
that's all.
archaic.
Yeah.
It works, but it's archaic.
But know that Proud City is on the same platform.
As the.
That's what we have
People
now,
start
so.
looking at. So that's probably good,
Well, it's really good.
could be good, could be bad. We're looking, I'm not delving into it.
Village finances look good. I don't know if anybody has questions, but we're well within budget in terms of expenses, and revenue is somewhat coming more than budget, so that's great. The other items. Couple things floating around, not on the agenda, but the erosion control, replenishment, beach replenishment. Some of the equipment's supposed to be dropped off very soon. And then they're going to be dropping off some of the piping and stuff. And Maybe there's a more recent update, but the one I saw a little while ago was January 15th, they expect the dredge to actually show up
At which beach?
from Town Line Road all the way
Yeah,
over.
but where's the equipment getting dropped off? Sag Main?
Yes. it's
Sag
gonna
Main
be
is one of the
staged
drop
in
off
Portland,
places, yeah,
Yes,
right.
and they will have access, the public will have access.
When's that coming?
Yeah,
They'll drop stuff off starting, I think, tomorrow maybe.
Tomorrow they're gonna start dropping stuff off and
I saw
staging.
some of I saw some of the ships out there, the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not
barges
sure.
might be
Yeah,
there.
barges.
Did it?
Yeah, they had a big crane on it and everything, I
They
saw.
did not talk about the barges at the meeting today. They just said that they will be, and this was the first construction meeting. So they'll be starting to stage the stuff tomorrow. They'll be working on December 22nd. Oh, this is all weather permitting as well. They laid 2 pipe lines down. And to be honest with you, I don't know, because they were all engineers and I was just sitting back listening. So, if there's any questions, just send me an email or call me and I'll get a hold of Oni and him, sure we can
I
answer.
think I spent a whole day just watching the process last night.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
interesting.
fascinating.
Oh, yeah. Rhodey and I attended a Zoom meeting with, was it Nick Fasano from one of the railroad? He was their rep about
So,
the Sag Road Bridge. And don't get excited
About
because it probably, what?
What about it?
Well, there
Don't
are
get
some,
excited.
yeah, don't
Don't
get
get
excited
excited.
because it probably won't happen within our lifetime. But,
But according to
Uh,
them,
yeah,
It's
anyway, they had specs for replacing that bridge with an actual concrete bridge that will carry a truck, so trucks don't have to bypass anymore. Not that they bypass now, but at least it would no longer be a safety issue. And the proposed bridge would actually have 30 feet between whatever guardrails. So it'd be like 2 10-foot lanes and 2 5-foot side lanes. Which is a great improvement. They don't anticipate doing any sidewalks. We asked about it and they said, you have sidewalks? We don't have sidewalks. So they're like, why are we gonna put a sidewalk on it? Anyway.
So is
but
there any wood involved?
Wood?
Yeah.
No, it's all steel and concrete.
Oh.
Can't burn it down.
Then why do you say not in our lifetime?
Well, this was all potentially subject to congestion pricing financing.
Congestion.
And they said if we wanted to do it ourselves, maybe if we came up with 20 million. So
but if they find the funds, then what they say, 2007, Bill?
I thought it was 2008, but yeah.
Well, that's right around the corner.
27, 28.
That's my lifetime.
Don't-
Oh,
yeah,
2027.
Come on.
Oh, I think.
You got a lot of faith in the railroad.
28. Yeah, 2007's already gone by.
2000, I was
Not-
sorry,
not on my
2027, sorry.
I have different comments.
We also got some correspondence from the county about ag districts, if anybody knows what that is, but if your land is in it, yeah. And it's a protection, state protection for farmers from, I guess, frivolous suits, some of the stuff, dirt blows or.
It's really, it's really, for the way it's used in Suffolk County, is that's one of the elements, but the real element in Suffolk County is tax benefits. For improvements, barns, structures, those kind of things.
Yeah. Anyway, there are a number of properties which now were in the ag district and have been built on, which probably should come out of it, not a problem for us. But also there were a number of fields which Rhodey identified, which are in agriculture, but not part of the district. So when Rhodey has a free minute, she might contact those people and suggest that they register for it. There's no cost, it's just a paperwork thing, and then you get this extra protection.
I did talk to Lee yesterday, and Lee told me they have a meeting today. And she said that they are going to notify, meaning the Ag District Committee is gonna notify all of the property owners that are in the district right now as to whether or not they want to continue or if they plan on taking them out. What I don't know is whether they're going to contact the farm owners who farm the field but aren't in the district. if they don't, and Lee wasn't sure about that either. So if they don't, then that would be the ones that I would tap into to see if they want.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea if you did. There's an application, I saw the application, I try to get a little bit educated on it. It's complicated,
Yeah.
but I think there are some agricultural fields out there.
Oh,
that
there
could-
are. Yeah.
They can take advantage of it. And it's not only just, I thought there's actually a tax benefit.
There is,
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it,
for capital improvements.
but it has to have real agriculture, the crops on it, right? So,
Yep.
so I would definitely be proactive on that if we can, because tell some of the
Yep.
homeowners and landowners that are actually doing it, that they can take a benefit right here.
Mhm.
I think
But
it's
if the
great.
county's gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it.
I know, but I would just let them know, they have to fill it out, apparently, right? So I would just let them know.
I have.
Or just,
Oh, okay.
and just for the record, Lee Foster is a member of that ag committee, so that's why her name came up. Go ahead.
I just wanted to follow up on the no parking signs on Main Street. Did you find out?
I'm sorry, I didn't find out anything.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna reverse my questioning about them and not worry about them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was kind of remembering when they were put up and why they were put up and.
well, nobody should park around the cemetery, I don't
Exactly,
think.
that's what was happening,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I can still ask the highway department to make
Okay.
sure what's out there
Well, when you think
isn't
of it.
excessive.
Yeah,
Good,
Thank you.
okay. Pay bills? Can we pay bills? I make a motion to expend from the general fund amount of $64,393.54.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I,
Aye. I'll make a motion to expend from the trust and agency planning fund $110.
second,
All in favor?
I,
And make a motion to expend from the Village Hall Project Fund, $2,842.20.
Second that.
All in favor?
I,
Okay. Questions, comments?
Just so that you know, that down payment is to put a speaker on this podium here.
Oh,
That's what that's
good.
for. Yeah.
good. Would anybody like to make a speech?
Okay, would they ask one thing?
Bang the shoe on the podium? No?
Any
I'd just like to bring up something, that's something I'd like to talk about is Town Line Road. You know, I've always had this vision and talked to a couple of representatives in East Hampton about potentially sharing the parking for Sagaponic residents only.
at the beach, you mean?
At the beach,
Okay.
at Town Line.
Yeah.
Where they're giving out tickets now if you have a Southampton sticker. And one of the issues that they brought up, at least the knee-jerk reaction was always, well, we can't open it up to all the Southampton people stickers. And I said, well, look, why don't we just do it for what about the Sagaponic Village, people who live close by? And they said, yeah, I think we'd be amenable to that. So
Who said that?
some of the trustees at the Wayne Scott people,
And
so we'd have to go at a higher level. We'd have to go to Rhodey. Who do you think we have to go to in East Hampton all the way up? Right?
Supervisor.
The supervisor.
Yeah,
But I think it's worth exploring it. I mean, you know, they used to not give us tickets.
Well, you used to be able to park on the east side, the Sagaponic villages, like 25 cars or something, right?
right,
Yeah, way back when.
yeah.
And then somebody who came into office stopped that.
So, right, so actually, my daughter got a ticket this summer there too.
Oh,
So,
sure.
but usually they're not too.
Who gave her the ticket?
East Hampton, the East Hampton traffic cops there. Well, you know, they're policing it, and so, but it would be, you know, if we had a Sagaponic emblem or a sticker, you know, if they were willing to do that, I think it's worth the conversation, so.
Hmm.
I mean, we are, you know, we share half the cost of the road anyhow on our side, right? So,
Right,
I think it's worth it. I know a lot of people who, in the village on that side like to park down there and can't because there's no room for the west side. And to be able to have, you know, to get a ticket, it's kind of,
Yeah,
It's kind of brutal. I think it's worth the shot. I think it's just an amenity. I don't think there's no downside to it. I mean, they could say no, forget it. We're on our own, do our things, and which they might. But I would like to try to approach that. And I don't care at what level or, I think it should probably come from.
Do we know about how many people would like to frequent that beach?
There's quite a few.
Like, what's quite a few mean?
I would say everybody from everybody that's from Hedges to Daniels to Parsonage, they all go down there. From pretty much, that's the closest beach that they get,
You telling 30 people?
at least. I would say.
I wouldn't mention numbers to East
I
Hampton.
don't know the numbers, but I mean, you're asking me what I think it is. I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I know that there are people who actually go and spend the $550 or whatever it
Right.
is, just so they can park on town line.
yeah,
And I hear about it because I hear from my neighbors and I'm on that side, so.
yeah. No, it would be interesting. I know that the previous mayor had his go-arounds with that, and it was a waste of time. I think a lot of that had to do with the movement to incorporate Wainscott as its own village. And that the town saw that as if we start letting Sagaponic people infringe in Wainscott, then there's going to be more impetus to separate from the town. I don't know if that's still a sentiment or not.
I don't think it is. I think that's kind of waned. I think they missed their opportunity.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
I don't think there's any downside. I think we should approach them and see.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get, that'd be a nice amenity for some of the people.
Right. but we do have the parking at on the corner of Daniels Lane.
Yeah, I know.
And I had somebody ask me yesterday about it, and I pointed out to him, he parked down at the beach, and I said, you're gonna get a ticket. And said, well, you can park within the village on Daniels Lane. He said, oh, really? I said, "Yeah, it's a nice piece of grass. You're taking a walk, park there, walk to the beach." And that made him happy. Maybe people don't realize that they can, if they're going for a walk, there's a beautiful lawn, almost all the way to the beach.
And hopefully we'll be-
Yeah, we're working on that.
We're working on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, I just think it's worth it. I'll find the people who can go to Rhodey, who we should contact, and I
Yeah.
I don't mind doing it, but I think it should come from
right, yeah,
the mayor, but
Yeah.
there's no, the pushback was that they did think, the volume of people with the Southampton stickers was gonna be too
Right.
much. What if we do something that has just our Sagaponics?
right. Okay,
And I think that's probably the time to start the process at least.
yeah,
And how much are we gonna charge for the second?
We wouldn't charge anything.
I'm gonna start a blog.
We don't want to start a blog. What, are you starting a podcast on it now?
So would that be a
Start
sticker just for people who want to go to town line from
No,
Sag?
village resident, village resident. Here's an
So
example.
you're saying every village
We're just saying-
resident has to get the sticker?
If they want to use that, somebody does an acre of it, and it would be done from Rhodey. It's not it's just a resident sticker. That's all it is. It's not
That
a.
we pay for? I would suggest we just get a resident sticker for those people who want to go to that beach.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
If
not.
you don't wanna go, you don't have to.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely fine.
Yep.
Whatever the process is, whatever, that's fine.
it's for anyone who wants to be stuck up in Sagaponic.
That's right. It's a status,
with a
it's a
sticker.
status
With a
sticker.
sticker.
Add a sticker.
Is that it?
I just would
My list.
compliment Rhodey and her elves for the beautiful decorations.
Right,
good job,
They're
Rody.
making
Thank
the
you.
village hall look very festive. Nice
very
job.
nice. Yeah, thank you.
Wait till I get the candy cane around the tower.
You get a status.
You might think it's a barber pole.
Free haircuts.
This is true, Bill.
We're gonna put a giant Santa Claus, blow up Santa Claus.
It should be on that pole. That's what we should put it on.
I think it looks like the Washington Monument.
What do we think we're turning on the pole there?
I would say 6 weeks.
February, she
That's my
thinks.
guesstimate. John's in the process of issuing the building permit, which should be done on Friday. And so they said couple of weeks, so I'm giving 3 weeks, got the holidays in there, and then there's a 3-week time frame where they test the system. So in my head, that's 6 weeks. I could be wrong, but
May I make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming by.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Is there something to sign?
Yes.
Do I need to sign?
Yes. You have to
Yes,
say.
you do.
You must.